Hello, a very good morning from Srtv Dex here in London. My name is Daddy Chris and this is Wake Up Nigeria. Uh, Maybe we're going to turn it to Wake Up Africa very soon. Well, this is a show where we actually take a view, review some of the Nigerian newspapers and talk about some of the happenings in the country. And as you all know, Nigeria is not short of events at all. Maybe because we are very big, maybe because we have diversity, maybe because we are very talented, maybe because we have a very rich economy, maybe because we are the richest economy in Africa, maybe we are the biggest black nation on earth. In any case, there may be too many maybes, or I'm more comfortable with the maybes. Well, today, as you know, we have a lot lined up. Apparently in Nigeria, because the intervention of the government has done well. We can see pounds, like I have experienced that. We're sending pounds for 2,000, almost 500 pounds. Now pounds is 1,000, less than 1,300 and 1,380, which is quite interesting. The government has intervened. The question is, how did they do it? That's to tell us so many things are wrong, because if the government is able to intervene and this happened, meaning some people were actually responsible, it must be something manually done, or it's a human factor. If it were to be a natural factor, which is import and export, there's no way the government can do it, because it's a question of supply and demand. But I'm not an economist, so I may not be able to say much on that. But maybe some of our experts may be able to advise us on why the country that was the naira that was so low now have risen with just intervention of the government. Well, that is another way to go. My people are already on board. I don't know. That's good. It's a good way to shock me. So welcome, Abuja and Edo. So let's start with Abuja. How are you guys doing?
Fine. Good morning, Daddy Chris.
I love these women. You guys are going to go places. Eh? I asked Edo this morning, Favor, how are you in Edo?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you.
No, I asked Favor this morning. There are two people that proposed to her, and they proposed through me. That's how we do it in those days. Oh. In those days, they don't come direct to the girl. They go to the parents. So somebody proposed to me. Two of them proposed to me. One is a footballer, the other one is a musician. I told them I'm scared of the musician. And I said, Favor, who do we go for? Favor said, who did you say we should go for, Favor? Favor said we should go for a farmer.
I said you should find me a farmer.
Yes. She said I should go for a
yes.
It's okay. When the farmer comes, we will know. They are not
a mechanized farmer that.
A mechanized one. All right.
Okay.
Not a peasant farmer. Now I understand. No, they all want somebody with big money too. Everyone wants that. That's the way God created you people. Anyway, it's a beautiful day, and the world is happy with us. And yesterday was an exciting day, and today we're here. Today we have a very beautiful lady in our midst too. No, we don't see you always, young lady. How are you, Edo?
I'm fine. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
What's your name? Tell us. Tell the audience.
Charity.
You ask. Yeah, this is Charity from Edo. We have a lot. So these young women are joining me, and we're going to be taking a look at the Nigerian newspaper this morning. But before we quickly jump on the newspaper, tell us what is happening in. Let's start with Abuja. Abuja, what is really happening in Abuja at the moment? What can you say? Are you happy with Wike? It's the only person I can remember. Is he doing the right thing? Are you guys comfortable? It's actually the state. Is Abuja moving to the next level? Now I know some people don't like Wike, but let's be sincere. Has he been able to deliver on his promises? Let's say number one, he always say, hey, Wike is a road, he always construct road and he knows how to do that chipping down. Is he doing well in Abuja? Has Abuja been transformed?
For road constructions, there are so many projects ongoing, and I would commend him for that. So many roads are being constructed and completed. So BK has brought his road construction to Abuja, and has seen changes. There are visible changes here in the capital city.
So in other words, he's doing well when it comes to roads.
Yes.
But okay, we can't blame him for electricity, but electricity is still a challenge, right?
Yes.
But how about this transport? You mentioned something about the transportation that is now running from the most expensive, the richest part of of Abuja to the richest part of Abuja, ignoring the poor.
Personally, I have not seen any of the buses, but we read it here that buses were made available. But personally, I have not seen any of them until that is ready.
Anyway, it would be nice to have a holistic plan for transport for Abuja. You see, and the advantage is look at Lagos today. There's transport for Lagos, and Lagos, you know what? They copy a lot from London. Transport for London alone is the highest employer of labor, if I can say so. You understand? They employ a lot of people, a lot of drivers, a lot of in fact, road users, and we now travel at a cheap rate. And it would have been worse if not the transfer for London. We can jump on the bus anywhere for the whole day for the same amount of money. But that is what transport for London has done, and it has given a lot of job. And that is when the government intervened into a particular sector. So when I say something, they say no, the private sector should do all. Private sectors are always looking for money. If you look at private transfer for Lagos, they are politicians, so they want to please the public. Even when they pretend, they do things for the public. That is the advantage of having when the government intervene into important sector like the transport, health, and maybe, as you can see now, road construction, infrastructure. These are things the government needs to put in place. We pray that our government is really going to look at that. I'm really interested to see a holistic transport plan. I don't know what, you know what, these guys, they don't have a plan. I'll not be blaming Wike. Wike never knew it's going to be the minister for FCT. He was appointed, and it's like an accident. So he had to learn on the job. Unlike somebody who run for an office, who have a plan. They didn't have a plan, so Wike can be excused, I guess.
Again, Daddy Chris, something happened on Sunday at Dunamis Church here in Abuja at the headquarters. A woman came out to give her testimony at the Dunamis Church headquarters, and then inability of her to like speak fluently and be able to express herself. She narrated how she had suffered through school. This woman she's actually a police officer, and then she did a law program, and then for her coming out to express herself was she was short of words to express herself, and then it led to the senior pastor, Dr. Paul Enenche, to question her that what kind of law did she read in school? Like him is a doctor, so we had MBBS. So how about her? She now said it's BSc in law instead of LLB in law, and then he said the testimony was false, so she should step down from the debate and go to her seat. And actually, it was embarrassing, and it triggered a lot of reactions on Facebook. People dragging the pastor, saying it was not good for him to like embarrass the woman like that, even though the woman had lied or whatsoever he in the house of God, it's not good to like humiliate somebody like that. It's better for you to correct. And then the woman brought up facts, proof. Actually, she did graduated from school. But you know, some persons have stage fright, so it could be as a result of that that she wasn't able to like express herself or say something else. And
Becky,
then it was really
are you excusing stage fright for somebody not being able to she didn't know she got an LLB, she got NSC. I don't know the certificate she said she had. Is it
she went to
BSc?
the program at Nigerian Open University, you know.
Okay,
So
that is not a law program, because some of them, I don't know how they managed to go through that law, that Nigerian Open University. I'm confused with it, because if you study law and you don't know the degree you have, then you don't have a degree. Okay, go on. Let me let you finish, because I don't see where the
exactly,
pastor has
even
gone
though
wrong.
she didn't know what she was saying, but at least there are matured way to handle situations like that. Being it in the house of God, she wouldn't have been pushed away or embarrassed
But
like that. At least there are so many ways to like handle the situation. But I'm happy that presently, like yesterday, I watched a video where they are reconciled. She went to meet with the pastor and the wife, and then she came out to make a video that everybody should just let go and let peace reign. That she doesn't have anything against her spiritual parents and all of that. But notwithstanding, it was not really okay. Like there are ways to like correct somebody, not
let me just ask one thing. What was her testimony? I'm just curious. What has gone done for her that she's come out to say? You know, sometimes these people are paranoid. Somebody who does not, this is when I say paranoia is there, you will not agree with me. Somebody that
She was
doesn't know the
so
degree she
excited.
has. Eh?
She's the first in her family to be a graduate. And then she has suffered in life. Even while schooling, there were obstacles on the way and all of that. That was why she was happy to give the testimony. So my problem is not like it's not about her speaking, or I know she didn't speak well, like it's not deserving of a law student to come out and speak the way she spoke. But then there are ways to correct somebody, not to like.
Um, so I would say that that event was just happening, was the spur of the moment. Now, I would just say that the pastor reacted, just maybe he has been having maybe reports of people coming to just give false testimonies, just to be on the altar and all of that. Really, it was not premeditated. It just happened. Imagine asking someone, you say you have a degree in law. Is it, what is it? And the person says BSc law. The first thing you're thinking is, does this person know what she's talking about? I have not heard of BSc. If there is, I am not aware.
There's nothing like
So
BSc law. You got LLB in law.
it will spring up questions. It was not looking real.
Yes.
So the pastor acted. It was just a thing of the a spur of the moment, and that is it
And
for
I
me.
believe it's
No,
human.
no. And the question I ask is this: why do we wait for God to correct certain things? Why did God make us to have eyes, ears, nose, this, and senses, and can think for ourselves? Why do we always wait for God to come and correct what we can correct? The pastor saw something wrong. He intervened. And I think it's the right thing to do. I wouldn't blame the pastor. I would say the
I
pastor is
think
part of the
for
stunt. Maybe the thing they
I
work.
won't blame the pastor either, but him saying it was the woman don't have any degree, that the testimony was false, was not really okay. At least you would have asked the woman for proof. Like,
But the question
of,
is, what kind of testimony? Is that even a worthy testimony? I
and then
said,
some people come out to argue that there is actually something like BSc in law. Like, I don't really know. That
I
is
don't
like
understand where they have a BSc in law. Is that
they
science course?
log it and wrote
Anyway,
it online and all.
anyway, you see, the thing we talk about sometimes, all these things we're saying, even Jesus Christ, I don't want to say on this part, even Jesus Christ, when he saw something wrong, he didn't wait for his papa to come and do it. He intervened. He was angry. He scattered, throw them away. You can't turn my father's house to this. This is a pastor seeing that his church or his house of God is being used for lies. And he intervened. I support him. And all I know is a lot of people are paranoid. And I'm going to give this story. Back in those days, in fact, the question is, we need to define miracles anyway. We're going to come on this testimony, we're going to define miracles. Because when the white people came and they showed us mirror was testimony. In fact, people were running. Africans were running. Oh, Igbo wish don't come. Oh, Igbo wish don't come. Mirror and wish. Now I tell they look in our face this morning. So God have knowledge. He has revealed it to us. Some of us we don't know. If we find out later, it becomes a miracle. But anyway, anything that God knows that we don't know, let it be miracle.
Like, please,
And
but there should be diplomacy in correction.
yeah, I agree. It'd be right to correct her, but when you know that somebody is paranoid, it's better you tell others not to follow the same suit. So this is a paranoid woman. She's paranoid. Don't listen to her. You understand? So other people will not come out and waste our time at the pulpit. Because sometimes you go to some church, they spend more time on these lies at the court testimony, wasting our time. In fact, some other people will be thinking, oh, whatever that woman said is true. And where is God not answering me? Well, God is answering everybody. Anyway, let's go back to Benin. Anyway, I don't want to bother you
Yes,
people.
that's
I
true.
don't want to. I don't want to bother you guys with what has happened. How you managed to kidnap, to tie neck your deputy. Now don't end up. So, what can you tell us? How is Obaseki? I know you are young people. I'm being sincere here. People, has Obaseki performed as a governor? What would you say?
Okay. Well, personally, I will say he has done something. He did something in his tenure, but I would say he focused on um, development, that youth development, put initiatives together like Edo Innovation Hub, Victor Wifo Hub. So I would say he did more of development. And There are some things that are unheard of that he did. It's just that we did not hear and we
Didn't
are
hear
not
about it.
informed.
Yeah.
But I think he did something. He has done something. He has done something for those states
Charity, do you
in
agree?
terms of development.
Yes, sir, but I think he should have focused more on like our roads, more things that we the those of us here in Edo State need more. He should have focused more on those stuffs. But he tried.
Okay, but this is
It's
my
just that
concern.
we are not seeing. It's just that we are not seeing it. There's no publicity on like other
Uh,
times. There's no publicity where
I don't
we
have
are
the
not, if you are
commissioner.
not in the, like, if you are
They
not
have,
close to the
you have
system.
commissioner for information and orientation. What is he doing? Or what is, I don't know whether he's he or she. What are they doing? And we have a guest who's going to be joining us shortly. But what is he doing? Anyway, we have a beautiful, a wonderful guest who will be joining us this morning. I think he's right here already. Well, the beauty of it is, what I'm saying is, and I'm going to bring this guest in. Hello, sir. Uh, I know it's an international chess man. We have one in our midst. Talk us through the world of chess this morning. That's one game I don't know anything about. Anyway, when it's more settled, we'll try and bring him in. I'll bring him in when we are ready. All right, we'll be bringing you in, sir. So get your things together, and we'll have you as one of us this morning. Right. Question I'm going to say before we leave Edo State alone, before I leave Obaseki alone, for some reason I've been fighting Obaseki. I don't know, indirectly. But let's come to think of it. My problem with Obaseki is this, and I want to say it once. It was from Edo State, 9-4, that Malaysia came and they discovered this palm fruit oil, red oil, palm fruit, right? They went and they are the highest producer of palm fruit today. And that oil is more expensive than even the crude oil we're selling out. How come that Edo cannot actually look at that and grow that potential at home? And I'm happy that he has done a lot for Youth Hub. If you say for 8 years in office, all I have achieved is Youth Hub, a place where young people will do certain things. Like Charity Riley said, you see some road in Edo State, you'll be angry. Wait, with all the resources that have been coming, I never read the guy well. Maybe he has performed certain things that you guys know that I don't know. That's why I asked. Look and tell me what you do. We're gonna bring that issue back, and if our key who can join us shortly, we might throw that question to him before we talk about shares. It's like he's right here. Okay. Hello, sir. You need to set your things together so that we can put you. He's an international straight arbiter. So we want to have you on board. But yes, wonderful. Hello. Good morning and welcome. Can you hear us? Okay. We need to get things together so we can have him. Anyway, let's take a look at some of the newspapers this morning, because apparently the price of things are not going down. The government has intervened. Dollar has gone down. In fact, that pastor, now remember that pastor when he said, if he be man of God, dollar crash. The dollar has crashed. You. Do we agree? No, we need to look for that guy. I've been at Tinubu, I've been at the guy. Please, listen. Who do you credit? Tinubu or this guy?
I will credit Tinubu, sir.
Okay, well, I'm joking. Anyway, the price of dollar has fallen, but apparently the price of food hasn't done so. It's disturbing. But let us take a look at some of the papers. And I from time to time, I'll try and add our shares expert here to talk us through the world of shares. Let's see whether we can quickly have him this morning. Hello, sir. Can you hear us now?
Hello, good morning.
Good
Yes,
morning.
good morning.
This is what we want to see. We're good to have you on board, sir. So apparently, we want to know about your world. Because me, I played all kind of games when I was younger. And shares is happening a game you play. I love Scrabble, so I used to play a lot of Scrabble. But shares is something I never knew nothing about. Tell us about it. In fact, many people don't even, they think it's for only the intellectuals. Is it true? Maybe because I'm not intelligent enough, that's why I can't play shares.
I don't think you cannot play chess. I think you have not tried.
Okay. what is this game about? Tell us a little bit about what is the rudiment of the game of chess?
Chess is a game that was invented many years ago, more than 2,000 years ago. History says that it originated from Asia. Some say India, some say Persia, but the more accepted origin is India, according to the historians.
Okay.
And over the years, chess has developed, moved to Europe, and the Europeans have fine tuned it to what we call it today as chess.
Okay.
In its original form, the name is Chaturanga, but today it's
Chaturanga.
called chess.
All right.
Chaturanga.
Yes, the
Yeah.
Europeans have a
So
way of making things their own and selling it to you. They can take it, sell it back to you. That's a good one.
mm.
So, do we
So
really have?
chess is actually a game.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to define chess.
Yes, sir.
Chess is a game, is a board game played by two people. And scientists have discovered that chess is capable of accelerating the rate of increase of the human IQ. The simple grammar is that chess develops your IQ, makes you smarter, and you
Can you sit
do
up so we can
everything
see
else.
you? Yes, sir. If you sit up better, we'll see you. It's good to see this because you are giving us something great. Yes. If you sit up like this, it's better.
Okay.
Aha. Then we can see you. Yes, sir.
It's all right. So chess makes you smarter and helps you to do anything that you can do in a better way. That's why we like to teach chess to children, because as they are growing, they become better in whatever they have chosen to do.
Yeah, like you really said, I always run away from anywhere they play chess because I say, oh, is this for intelligent people? It's for geek. How do you call them? There are not those kids that are very smart. I couldn't bother. But what you said now is like something that would be good for my mental health. You know.
Yes, for everyone. Chess is recommended for everyone, for all ages, because at different stages in your life, chess has an input that it can bring in to make it better. Even when you are in your old age, you play chess to remain sane, and to keep your mind awake
Yes.
because of the intrinsic values that chess brings to the human being.
Okay. Generally, in Nigeria, we don't have it's a popular sport, but it's good to see that you guys in Benin are actually helping kids to play chess, which is very good. But could you tell us about the existence of chess generally, the awareness, the participation in Nigeria, and maybe you take it down to Edo State?
Okay, you want me to talk about Edo State or Nigeria?
Yes, let's start from Nigeria, then zero on Edo State. Is it something we
Okay.
know about? Is it something
You see,
widely accepted? Yeah.
chess did not originate here. We
Yes.
brought it in here. And of course, it's not been easy because finances are very low. Again, chess came into Nigeria and was introduced to Nigerians as a sport specifically. But chess transcends just being a sport. Chess today, worldwide, is acknowledged as one of the most effective educational tools because of its ability to actually promote education. Like I said, chess helps you to do whatever you know how to do better, whether it's in education in the classroom or it's in practical education. So for me, I would like to see chess more as an educational tool than as a sport. Sports actually is defined because of competition, and that's what has brought chess into the realm of sports, because you can do competition in it, and that's what sports is all about. But
Yes.
more than that, chess addresses every area of your life and helps the children to better their knowledge quicker and faster, and also to
Yes.
cope with especially in Nigeria, to cope with the inadequacies that we find ourselves in for several reasons.
All right, and I think it's quite interesting to see that because at the end of the day, people always see the physical health. I think the most challenging thing we have in our life is our mental health, and that is and that's why I think chess is a very, very important. It's a very important sport, especially in these difficult times, because especially in
Yes,
children, we don't ask them about the mental health of our kids. How do we help them to grow mentally? How do we incite them? How do we catalyze their mental capabilities, and potentials, something like that. But is that what you're saying that chess can do for us?
that's exactly what I'm saying, because chess teaches you what most of us will refer to as common sense. Chess teaches you logical analysis.
Yeah.
Chess teaches you how to solve problems. Life is about solving problems. So if
Yes.
you teach chess to a child, then you're already teaching him how to solve the problems he's going to encounter in the life. That's why renowned chess literary chess people have described chess as life, because there is no situation you're going to come across in life that you don't find a replica on the chessboard, and therefore you'll be able to find a solution to it. If government recognizes chess quicker, you'll find out that most of the challenges that we are facing in Nigeria today, we'll find solutions to them. It sounds like a tall one when we talk like this, but it's the truth, because chess teaches you logic, common sense. Common sense is the most uncommon thing anywhere, especially in
Yes.
Nigeria.
So, what will you say is the situation of chess in Edo State, in particular, where you reside? How is it? Is there big awareness on it? Is it well known? Are you satisfied with the level which we practice it?
Definitely not, sir. Definitely not. Chess is not receiving its required attention in Edo State. Edo State is a state of intelligent people. And if, there's a challenge in Nigeria when government is actually the greatest uh, driver of any idea. And that is why when government drives an idea, everybody latches onto it. Chess is something that could have sorted itself out if only government recognized the inherent advantages of chess to develop the citizenry, and then just pushes it a bit, and then they will see how everybody else is going to latch onto it. The reason why people are drawing back is because they look at it, one, as a foreign thing, and two, they say, wow, this is mathematics. It's so difficult.
Yes.
But even
Yes.
mathematics, for those who have tried it, who have at least developed an interest, you find out that mathematics is very interesting. It's not as difficult as it was. It is that wrong impression that
Yeah,
has
for
been
no.
fed to
Yes.
us, yes, about mathematics, that makes people think it's a difficult thing. When
Yes.
you
And
now
I'm sure.
try it and you are taught the rudiments properly, you find it very, very interesting.
I agree. I actually enjoy mathematics more than all these ones where I have to write, where I have to guess. Mathematics, I know when I was in school, if I get it, I get it. And I'm sure these women here, they are afraid of mathematics. No, but none of them can raise their hand and say, I'm a mathematician. The women don't like mathematics. Am I right, Favor?
Well, Charity is a mathematician.
Nah. No, 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 no. I don't
See,
like
okay,
maths. I don't like maths.
good. So this brings us to one important thing. When I see kids play chess, I am excited because I said, okay, we have a challenge in the country. Our problem is not the resources we don't have. Our problem is not the talent we don't have. Our problem is leadership. Does chess in any way address the issue of leadership? Because leadership for me is management. Because I guess you have all those things. How do you by playing chess? manage to gather that skill in terms of management that may help us tomorrow to help us get solve the Nigerian problem, which is that of leadership. Can that be solved in shares, or can shares be tailored to that purpose? Because anything I want to see today is how we can produce future good leaders. All right. Apparently, our guest is not there, but that was the question of the day for me. Is as we know, we don't have shortage of human resources in the country. We are blessed with natural resources. Have you heard of Nigerians? You understand? If you go anywhere, they are doing well, both at home and in the diaspora. So we don't have to look at the professor talking to us, Akiu, telling us the importance of church. That's to tell you how much we are sound intellectually. We are.
Yeah.
The only challenge we
That's
have,
great.
yeah, yes,
Oh,
I've managed
okay.
that.
Well,
He's back. He's back.
Yes,
I wanted to throw light on your question if he was
yes.
not coming back, but he's back. So let him answer your question.
I think you can say your throw light on it before he says, because I want anything that can solve our our leadership problem, and the only way to do
Yeah.
that is to address the young people who are coming up. So anything that can raise that awareness of proper management, because sometimes our leaders, they are not just wicked, they lack the skills to run
Yeah.
the country.
Yes.
You understand? It's okay to
Yes.
say, "Oh, the man is wicked." Does he even know? How can he give what he does not know? You can't give what you don't have. So I think that is some of the issues. So if what I'm looking at now, how does chess, as intelligent as it is as a game, does it address that? Over to you, Favor,
Yes.
before you come back.
Yes. It does. Yes, it does. I
So
remember
you play
the very
chess
first
too.
time.
You play
Yes,
chess
I
too.
do.
You see,
I do.
you see. Ah. So
I do.
you didn't run from mathematics there. Oh. You play chess, and you see, it's not that bad.
Eh, well, that's the only mathematics I think I know very well.
Okay. So tell us how you think it addressed that issue
Okay,
of management and then governance. Yes.
in the game of chess, no piece is unimportant. From the pawn down to your knight, down to your rook, down to your queen, down as little as the pawn is, it is very important. So in the game of chess, there's strategies, and one of the strategies is a way of carrying all your pieces together. The goal of the chess game is to kill your opponent's king. So in doing that, by getting there, you need to manage all your pieces, put them in place, put them in
Yeah.
place where they can
Strategic
help you, where they
places.
can assist
Yes.
you. No man should be left behind. You understand what where I'm getting at, that Chris? No,
Yes, I'm with
as
you.
little as your pawn is, as little as you think it is, there's a very big importance in the game of chess. So like you have to carry everybody along, carry everybody together. Everybody should be assisting each other. Everybody should be helping each other. So in that way, I think it helps in manage. It teaches us how to manage your space, manage people you have. Yeah.
Yes.
So that's how the
Manage your
chess
resources.
works.
And I know I
Yes,
agree.
manage your
So
resources.
if we can employ that, maybe that is where I come in. That is a very good one. Thank you. Mr. Q, I don't know whether you understand you heard my question, and if you can add to what our young lady has just said.
can you please just give me the question again, sir?
Yes, I was saying that one of our major problems as a country is not it's like that of leadership. We know we have enough natural resources, and we have human resource. We have shortage of human resources. So our problem is managing or coordinating our human and natural resources to give us what we want. That has been lacking, and I do believe that all our leaders are not wicked. Some of them don't know. They don't really have the idea. They don't know what they're doing because you don't expect them to give what they don't have. So I am thinking that if we're going to succeed tomorrow, one of our tasks will be to train our young people to be future leaders. And I'm wondering if this game of chess has in any way have a capability of indirectly or directly inculcating that skill of management in kids, so that when they grow up, they know that everybody in society is important. Everybody can contribute to society to achieve a greater goal.
Yes, definitely. One of the greatest attributes of chess is to teach you to make decisions, take the right decisions, and then at the right time. But first of all, it teaches you to take the right decisions. Then later, you begin to learn how to take the right decisions at the right time based on your experience and your knowledge of logical approach to solving issues. So definitely, chess is what you need to actually engender leadership in the in the children and in the society eventually. You must
Yes.
grow the children to become leaders because, like you said, leadership has been a problem in Nigeria, and I think if chess had been introduced much earlier, maybe we would not have had it so rampant as it is. So I would recommend. That is why I kept on talking about government drive.
All right, it's a shame because this is really important. Favor, and I really want to thank you. And it's what Mr. Kibu is
Even
now.
looking for those kind of people. So if we put emphasis on it,
Yeah. All right. Apparently, this network is making us. We need to hear this. You see, it's so important to see that.
make an effort to do it when there's to solve problems, because that's what leaders are expected to do.
Yes. All right.
I hope I've been able to be clear on
You've
this.
answered it, and thank you so much. And that's why leaving this show today, one of the things we really want to take away is to teach our children how to play chess. The chess you're teaching our children to play is good for human capital development, which is going to be one of the major attributes we need: good leadership. Because when you can organize yourself,
Yes.
make sure know everybody is important. These people are your weapon. Then you know that your society, when you become a leader, you know how to organize your people. Make sure you will not even appoint somebody. You put him in the wrong place, he's gonna fail because he's not supposed to be there. And you know everybody is important. Then you
Exactly.
see them play. And I think it's quite. I'm gonna start learning play chess. If I come, that is the first thing I'll do. When I come to Edo, the first thing I will sit down to do is to play chess. I will try online for some time so that when I come, I will not be completely blank. To be honest, I have never tried chess once, but I'm excited today. Sincerely, I'm really excited because it's about the game
Thank you, sir.
itself. It's inculcating or awakening of that leadership understanding to coordinate, because leadership is management. How do you manage this thing? Because what we lack in Nigeria is people to help us manage human and the thing God has deposited in our land. God gave it us. Even God is angry. But maybe we're asking God to send us Moses. But the Moses is what we're waiting for. Why don't we groom our own Moses? God will not come and do it again. He has taught us a way to groom Moses. Maybe chase is one of these ways to go. Thank you very much. If you stay with us, we would like to take a look at the newspapers with you, because a lot is happening in Nigerian newspaper. If you are not in a hurry, we'll be happy to stay with you for some time. But otherwise, I was going to ask you, but I know it's going to come there. We're going to fall into it as we move along, if you don't mind. Okay? But
I would like to apologize
okay.
and ask for another time because I'm actually expected to be delivering a seminar now.
Okay. We can understand that.
Yes.
We can understand that. Thank you very much. Anyway, we're gonna have a one-on-one with you on shares. And because what you said today and what people have taught us is very important. The importance of shares, which is sometimes we don't understand that grooming future leaders need more than going to university. It cannot happen if the child does not have the basis. So bringing a child up in this understanding of shares, knowing how to do her things or his things, you've taught that child to be organized, to know to be strategic, to be critical, to plan well. That is leadership. And we really need that in today's society. We pray that we'll get that to there very, very soon. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. All right. So we let I hope we gain a lot from that. I know Abuja didn't get this so much, but I'm excited. Favor, thank you. You know, and everybody I know if he's not playing chess, he's losing. I'm really sorry. Anybody that's not playing chess at the moment is a loser. I really pray that we all start to play chess. All right, let's take a look at the papers, young ladies. Let's see what we have today.
Okay, start with daily trust.
Can we hear you louder a little bit, please?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Better.
Okay,
We know you are capable of.
I will start with daily trust because of
Okay. Daily trust. Okay.
yes. The big story says four ex-governors and 21 senators sponsor no bill in 10 months. Say they should wake up. That's coming from the analysis. Southwest governors move against Yoruba nation and dictators. Fuel subsidy back. FG paying more. El Rufai. APC fingers Kanu government in Ganduje suspension. We have nothing to do with it. That's coming from the governor. National Secretariat more. There's not much here. We just have breakdown of ex-governors bill in the Senate and a picture of some of them here and the breakdown. That's all for Daily Trust. What intrigued me here is the big story. Four ex-governors and 21 other senators sponsor no bill in 10 months. For me, this just goes a long way to show us how those we have elected to stand to speak for us have nothing to say when they sit in the house. But if
To
it
be
gets
honest, blessing, God will bless you, my daughter. The question is, we have two houses in Nigeria. Why do we need the two houses? Is it because we are copying America? Of what use are they? We have the House of Legislature, and then that's the House of Rep and the Senate. So when one of goes from one place, it goes to the other. What do we need all this to bloody process for? There should be one arm of the legislature and one arm of the executive. But because America had the two arms, why not? But in the UK, actually, we save a lot of costs in management. It was the same people that form the cabinet. They are the same ministers. They are the people they vote in. Meaning it is from the legislature, they are the part of the executive. So the only part that is different is the judiciary. And it's even part of the house. In those days, the House of Lords. So you can imagine how much we waste on some part of governance that we don't need. I'm happy you raised this up. Why do we need two houses in Nigeria? That is a debate for another day. The question is, am I going to change the constitution of Nigeria? The answer is no. But do we need it? The answer is also no in my book. Maybe we need it. I don't know, favor. Do you people think we need the good thing is, you know why I like it? At the state level, let's take a look at the state level. We don't have two houses. You understand? We only have the House of Assembly. You understand?
Yeah.
Are they not functioning well?
Yeah, they are.
They are functioning well, right? So why do we need two houses at the federal level just to cop our money? Or we just know how to copy cats? We copy without asking questions.
Yeah.
Now, look at the bulk of them there. They've not sponsored any bill. One of them is this Oshomole. Comrade Oshomole, who we used to respect. Look at him. He has been there now, looking at nothing. They're going to form one committee. They are the people that part the money. Is it not the same people that parted the money that they want to kill kill one of them? The same people. What do you think? If you put them there, they have nothing to do. Won't they part budget?
Wow. That's just unnecessary expense.
Completely unnecessary, my daughter.
They're just nominal. They're not active. And it's very, very bad.
You see, what I don't understand is, at the state level, we don't have two houses. They function very well, right? So we're not going far. Why do we need the long list of people in the House of... Have you seen the House of Rep? There are so many. And as if that is not enough, you now pack another set of people in the Senate to steal more. And of course, the senators they earn more than the people in the House of Rep. What are we talking about, people? All we know is because we copy American system. But America, we don't copy it. America operates a federal system of government. Through federalism, every state run their own economy. They have their own police. They run their own life.
Yes.
So they not copy like I don't know, doesn't have a power. Governor now, they go fit tell am make go sleep. The person controlling the police, the governor, is not the governor. Somebody else tell the police to tell the governor to shut up. Look at what happened in my state now. We have issues in my community. The governor is handicapped. He cannot even say anything. In his own, you tell him he's a governor. That is how limited they are. And maybe it's good for them too, because the governors are not good. Are they not the same people that go to the Senate now? Look at the number of them that are in Senate. They've not sponsored a single bill. Why did they go there? Why will you go to Senate if you have nothing to contribute to Nigeria? So you have no problem that is pushing you. Why did you even contest for Senate? And my
Because of the
question is even,
money.
why do we even need that office? You see, Favor, what we're talking about is, this brings us to the game of chess. Maybe if our children begin to play chess, they will question the constitution. We don't question things, we take this for what it is. It's time for children
Yes.
to question important
Yeah.
things. As a child,
Yeah.
Whatever they
yes. Go on, young woman.
whatever they throw at us, whatever they throw at us, we just accept it. So that's why they keep on doing what
Yeah,
they do,
exactly.
because they
That's
feel like whatever we give them, they will
They will
accept it.
accept. They
that's
will
it.
accept. That's
And
what they
because
feel.
by the
Yeah.
time kids, because when you see the game of chess, I'm sure you begin to plan, why do I need this? Why do I need it? The one I don't need. You know what you
Exactly.
need. You
Yes.
know waste.
Yes.
You throw it
Yes.
off.
Yes.
So that is important. Nigerians don't know how to throw away waste. Some of these people are waste.
Yes.
And the funniest thing is, you
Yeah,
see,
there are some
yeah. Go on, daughter.
there are some time in a game of chess where you have to sacrifice a piece for a greater cause.
Thank
Alright.
you.
You need to
I love that.
sacrifice a piece for a greater cause.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And these are sacrifices. You understand? I can't wait
Yeah.
to start playing that game. And this is really important. The Indians are they are intellectually, they are sound. You understand? That is how they are able
Yeah.
to stand. No matter, they don't have the best of economy, but in fact they are able to stand a lot of things. Today they are so good in their ICT. At least they have a purpose. But the painful
Yeah.
thing,
Yes.
Nigeria is the most blessed when it comes to intellectuals. And if they tell you
Yes.
the amount of minerals on our soil, young women, this is painful. If you ask people in the mineral sectors, they will tell you oil is just one. We have a lot on ground that we have not been able to tap.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our leaders are
That
not
you
thinking
know
of
that
how to do that.
you know that importation of charcoal, when I heard that they do exportation of charcoal, sorry, where when
Yes.
there are a set of people that export charcoal from Nigeria outside the
Yes.
country. So I
Yes.
was watching one of the exporters talking. He was like, he never knew that this business was out there until he came to that state for a while. Then he was in that environment. He said he saw white people packing this charcoal,
Exactly.
bagging them. He was like, this is
This
charcoal we do
use.
not think that it is important. He said, but when they finish packaging this charcoal and export, he said money that comes in from exporting charcoal alone. He said there are so many things that charcoal can do. It
Yes.
was from him, and I had that charcoal you use it to make he said they use it to make back of TV and so many other things like that. I was so surprised.
You
Charcoal.
can imagine that the bank
You
of
have
TV
so
was
many
in
things.
charcoal.
Even things we do not know they are of value. They are so much of value outside when you export them outside, and we are still in the same space
We are
year
going
after
deeper.
year.
Deeper
And we are
into
hungry.
after
Oh.
year.
In the midst of
Same
wealth,
spot.
we are hungry. And they
Yeah,
will say we have
exactly.
leaders.
Yes.
The last time,
Exactly.
the question I asked you young ladies today, I said, how do you people rate Obaseki? You said he has done well. He has done this. Now you see my challenge. That they don't think outside the box. If you look at Edo, in fact, Edo is the richest soil when it comes to agriculture. And we are talking of agriculture now. Listen, you know what I tell you this personal experience. There's a wood. When I come to Europe the first time, I was concerned that all I was doing was take something to Nigeria, and before I would change to dollar, my money is finished. So I look for something that I can sell in Europe. I went to Benin with two white boys. That was in 1996, 97. We discovered this wood called yellow apple. You find it everywhere in the Edo bush. If you see what they make with yellow apple in Europe, that was what we saw into frame of wood window frames. That was what I was exporting to Europe.
Wow.
A cubic meter was about $1,000. I have moved all around that all those Bowo area. They all know me there when I was exporting wood. Wood, though, you just saw it, and the market is ready for you. In Europe, yeah, I'm talking my own experience, and I was making more money than when I was taking things to Nigeria to go and sell. Just wood, you just saw it, and you put it in the container. Though there was a law that was not so favoring it, but you just sell wood. And if you see what they make, if you see their window frame in Europe, how lovely, what they will turn that wood to. Like you just said now, the way you look at your television back, it's charcoal. They've made it. They've, and it's the same way you see with those wood. When you see the same wood, you won't believe. And that is how much God gave to us. It's there, lying down.
Yeah, but we are
Yes.
using, yeah,
And we
we are
have
not using it.
governors.
We
We
do
say they
not
are
even know
leaders.
what we have.
Look at the
We do not
leaders
know
in
the
the
gravity
Senate.
of what we
They
have.
are busy padding budget. They don't think these are not the solution to Nigerian problem. Oh. These guys are
Yeah.
not. Because, and I say one thing, how can they give what they don't know? You can't give what you don't have. The truth is, these guys are, some of them are completely ignorant. They go there, they run a state, run the state down. And now they go to the Senate to run the Senate down. And of course, they have more money to buy more people. So it's a disaster. And if this is the generation I come on, it's a shame, man. It's Africa of my time. It's a shame. I hope that your children will come up and do something different in this country. It's a beautiful land, like the president said. I agree with Tinubu. This is a beautiful land.
It
There's
is.
so much in Nigeria. I'm happy you're telling us the story of Shako. If I tell you what only Benway can produce, like I said here, Holland, Holland, Holland is not as big as Niger State, only Niger State. Yet Holland made 20 billion a year from agricultural export. Niger State, they go to bed hungry. You see that fine boy they call governor. He has nothing. They're going to cry for him, or maybe he's going to share palliative. People are going to die. They're going to cry for him. He's going to marry more wives. I'm offended to be governed by this kind of people. And I think I don't want to arise. I don't want to raise up some undue things. But these things need to change. We need to have leaders who can think. I'm not saying even go and fight termination, but at least cultivate your land.
Yes.
What does it take to cultivate your own land? Look at Edo with all the potential. I'm happy that Blessing raised this issue. Look at human beings that go to Senate. One, we don't even know why we need the Senate. And now look at what they do. Anyway, let's go. Let's take a look at some of the papers. We have a little bit more time today. Let's do papers a little bit today, please.
Okay, we'll take the Guardian.
The Guardian.
Yeah. The big story says households groan over food prices as inflation defies intervention. This is on page 6. Leveraging automation for prompt justice delivery system. Southwest Southwest leaders fault Oyo invasion as police parade 21 suspects. This is on the news page 7. Baker bags life jail for defiling neighbor's daughter. This is on the Metro page. FD targets $15.7 trillion artificial intelligence market. This is on
That is a big one. I'm coming to that.
news page 5. Ward suspends Ganduje over alleged graft. State chapter keeps. This is on news page 3. National grid suffers third collapse. Worsens 20 hours power target. This is on news page 6. Court attributes Sylvester Oromoni's death to parents and doctors' negligence. This is on news page 7. BCDC orders soldiers to leave focus as death toll hits 30. These are all the stories we have on the Guardian.
All right. The good thing is that I like this. So this federal government artificial intelligence. Young ladies, I don't know whether you guys are familiar with artificial intelligence these days.
Yes, so we are. Because it is almost taking over everything now.
It
We have
has.
to-
It has actually.
We will wake up one day and artificial intelligence is ruling the world.
The question is, are we ready? You understand? Even that the way people study now, jobs will be taken over by artificial intelligence. But is Nigeria even ready? Are we in that
are
light?
not.
We
I
are not
can't see
ready.
We are not ready.
Nigerian schools. I'm sure that your young people are learning more online than our university is offering you.
We are not ready.
Now,
We are not even close to ready.
Not even
The
in it.
simplest
I
form.
mean,
The simplest form. You know what I asked yesterday? I wanted to sign a contract, all right, with people that were going to engage in Lagos. And I said they should go and sign the docu sign. It's one thing. You can go online and sign your contract. You understand? The same contract and
Yeah.
it will be received. It's not even that is not even artificial intelligence. But let's put it as a sum of it. We don't have the
okay.
is it is it the internet we don't have? Come on, man. In this modern age, a time will come. You know what is going on? There's a robot they created now that you don't need a lawyer. If you have a case, you ask a robot lawyer, look at my case. You tell the case, and it will tell you what to do. So, in fact, there's one
I've
software
never
online now.
Then
I am
Eh?
not fond of that AI, the artificial intelligence. I am not fond of it. And I don't think I will be fond of it.
You
Because
will,
you
oh,
know, there's this one they do on phone, like you just go and you ask questions or anything,
yes.
it will give you answers. And yes, it makes life easier, but I think it will get to a time where it will take something valuable from us.
we
Oh,
It
come
will
on,
take
young
something.
lady. I
For
don't think.
me,
Yeah, favor. I agree. Let me say
for
this
me,
before you go
I
come. Yeah, go
okay.
on. What I
I
want to
I feel
what
like
before you say
AI.
this, let me say this before I know two of you
Okay,
have to say. I'm going to advise this. When we were in school in those days, in our primary
Yes.
school, one of the biggest thing, one of the class, one of your subject is how to write letter writing, how to write.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So writing fast,
Yes.
doing this, you understand? That was one of the things. Legible writing is what they will mark you on. Do we still write today? So you are saying that it's going to take something from us.
No.
Some of the things we let go. Don't worry. Yeah, artificial intelligence is here to say.
um
Let's hear from him. Let's see.
for me, I feel like it has taken away um some people's thinking abilities. Yes. For me, I love
Exactly.
when I want to write, I sit back and I do a lot of thinking. I before I bring up a script or something, I do some rough work, I write here and write there. I think deep before I write. Now AI is here. I'm surprised people are no longer thinking. People are just AI will
At
do the
all.
thing.
we just go
Nothing.
like
I feel like it will actually take something away from us. It is taken from
Yeah,
people
that's what I am trying to
who are
say.
no longer
Yes.
Yes, it
thinking.
does. It does. It does take important skills. I agree
So,
with you. You know, when you are writing these days, and even when you are sending a message, the thing will correct you. So you don't need to bother anymore. Oh, don't worry. What document will correct my English? Do you understand?
yes.
Even
Yes.
grammatical. So it's a problem. So you no more have it. It's the system that now have it for you.
That's one disadvantage, but the
Yeah.
advantage of it is I love the aspect of farming. You know, you see, I've seen the video where with the use of
Can
artificial
you speak
intelligence
louder, please? A little bit
was
louder.
cultivating, they use it to cultivate rice on the farm and harvest. So in that aspect, I think I love it.
Yeah, yes, no, no, definitely it has its own use. There are some
Yeah,
places
it
where
does.
we cannot. In fact, you know the truth about it is, in fact, we're doing it in law. Like you find out that the things that you need human to do, this system is doing it. You understand? You can just go online. This is my case, and how do I go about it? And the system will give you a solution, and it will even fill the form for you. So some of these things, the old lawyers are afraid that they're not going, no more going to have a job. Yes, that is only what they see. But the truth is, maybe we don't need to worry about certain things. The only thing I ask Nigeria is, as the world is growing like this, then we think ahead. How do we groom people who can fit into the new world? I feel sorry for the Nigerian lecturer. When they went to school, there were no computers. Quote me. When I was doing my project in Nigeria, we used typewriter. That our own good though. There was this electric
Yeah.
typewriter. If not that the pack we they used before. But in my time, there was electric typewriter. There was no computer. I'm telling you. But you guys, if you, he said, look at this. This one. We not see this one. You understand? So
That's true.
the world is moving
Yes.
so fast, so fast. All we say is, let us be ready to meet in this new world. In this new world of artificial intelligence, it's a time, it's a wonderful time, And I think Africa is going to take advantage of this
Yeah.
because it's like knowledge which were hidden from the wise and the prudent be revealed to the babe and the suckling.
Yeah.
So if we can imagine now, if we have a way to cultivate our land with artificial intelligence, so all those farm, we have human labor now to not do it for us. Imagine we'll be at advantage.
But Daddy Chris, I do hope as this artificial intelligence and all of this is going on, as you say, we should be ready. Nigeria should be ready to use it for good,
Yes. And
for good,
I
and
hear-
not
I
to
hear
find
you.
the bad part of it aside. For good, I
You
think
see,
we should
that
hammer
is where
that more.
you
For
see
good.
that's where you see when they had the meeting in London, our prime minister won. So that was warning them that this thing, there are some rules, there are some things they could not allow yet because the regulations are not in place. I use the word regulations. And that was what I was talking about when it comes to the film industry. Regulations. Government must regulate things. Otherwise, it's going to go out of hand.
Yeah,
There's nothing.
yeah.
Human beings have tendency to abuse things. There should be regulations. And I'm sure that is new. The international community will come with a regulation. If they don't help us, they will have a problem because the world is not a global village. So we are at advantage. If they say they want to neglect Africa, Africa will become a problem to the West. So don't worry. The West will be forced to help us. Look at the 419 boys, the Yahoo boys. Who are they fighting more? It's not the West.
Yeah, the
Uh-huh.
Western,
So
yeah,
if
the
you,
Western.
if you see the people they neglected, this is what I said to them in the West. You neglect Africa, Africa is going to come back and bite you. Any neglect will come out and bite us in the front. Let's go on a quick break. When we come back, we'll continue this artificial intelligence story. Don't go away. Stay with us.
Ooh la la! The second edition of the Nigerian Week London 2024 is here.
It's another blend of arts and culture, entertainment, business, and networking activities.
A week-long extravaganza showcasing the best of Nigerian music, dance, craft, fashion, and businesses.
Taking place at the prestigious Lighthouse Theatre, 262-274 Camberwell Road, London, SE5 OAY. Date 22nd to 28 July 2024.
Tickets are available at eventbrite.com. For partnership and sponsorship, please visit superiorradioandtelevision.com.
Or call +4407 459 513 619 or +4420 3623 8755.
Email info@superiorradioandtelevision.com or visit our website www.superiorradioandtelevision.com/Nigerian Week 2024.
Come and experience a nation's culture that resides in the heart and in the soul of its people.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back. Still on Wake Up Nigeria. I'm here with my girls. We have Edo State and we have Abuja. We are rocking it. I'm here in London, and it's looking beautiful this morning in London. Don't forget, we are now approaching. We are officially in spring, so soon now we're going to be in summer. You don't want to know what our young women do here in summer. They actually literally go naked. So it's always a very difficult time. And I pray that you guys come and help me out during the Nigerian weeks. It will be fun. All right. So what we're saying is it's all about artificial intelligence. You understand? The world is the way we're going. That is where the world is going. The computer was like an innovation. No, this is a joke. AI is the day. Every aspect of every sector is now fully AI. In fact, everything is AI now. If we are not ready, how are we going to cope? How are we going to cope? You know? You see, Nigeria, you know the problem. Our Nigeria don't even spend time on research. South Africa is doing better than us. So, and I see, when we say, that's why it is really disheartening, like what the blessing picked up now. Gave us that newspaper where we have senators wasting time. These are people who are supposed to be intellectuals. They say they are very good men, big men in the Senate, but they are not really thinking of where we're going as a country. I've never seen this. I'm happy the federal government is saying they're going to, on the market. The question, are we a leading partner in this? Oil is not going to do it. Oh, have you seen the kind of cars that's going to drive in tomorrow? Now the new cars now, not that it has been around for some time, it's self-drive car. Nobody will drive the car. You enter the car, you tell where it's going, it will take you there.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So for how long will oil actually sustain us? That's true.
So we are still thinking that we're going to sell oil for a very long time. But people are thinking of where car. You don't need somebody to drive you. You sit in the car. Don't you think they will have a way?
Yeah.
They have
Yes.
electricity to move them. They will even the car will go to a place and it will fly and will come down. They think. Have you seen the longest thing China did? In fact, what China just constructed what call it is a bridge. It's amazing. The longest bridge in the world. Again, where is our leaders who are our senators who are busy padding? And one thing that surprised me is what they're going to do with the money.
They're
Money
saving
is
it for
never
their
going to be
children.
enough anyway. So whether you like it or not, I was looking for small money. Now I got more. I see one more.
Yes, but I don't know. In this life that is not guaranteed, in a world that tomorrow is not guaranteed, tomorrow is not sure. I don't know why they tend to be greedy. Tomorrow is not certain. You don't
They don't.
have power over tomorrow.
They'll tell you they are working for their generations unborn. They are
Again,
saving
Yeah,
up for them.
this money that
And,
should
and you know the funniest thing, that's a very good one.
so at
No,
times they even die and leave this money for
no, sometimes the money is,
exactly.
Yeah.
nobody know where the money is.
It's
So
buried. Nobody
yes,
will even know about the money.
that's
some
the
money I have now, I hide it. I don't want anybody to see it. If anything happened to me today, that one is gone.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
it not?
nobody will know about it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Eh? So we pray for them. May God. I think when you go to church on Sunday, our first prayer will be, God give us good leaders. You see, all this one, our Lord's prayer should be, oh Lord, oh God, should you say this Lord prayer? Because I have written it down.
Daddy, please.
Yes.
The big story here on the Guardian about household thrown over food prices as inflation defies intervention. I think this is a very serious and critical issue as well. That
I can't hear you well, though. You don't feel in
okay,
Abuja.
I said the big story on the Guardian about households thrown over food prices as inflation defies intervention. I'm
Yes.
saying this is a very serious issue as well,
Yes.
and people are actually hungry. Food prices going up. We are hearing that the
Yes.
dollar is
Yeah.
reducing, but the food is still the way it is, if not more, if not high, and people are crying. People are hungry. Go to the market. You can't really get and nothing is cheap. Even water is not cheap. Nothing is cheap in the
Even water is
market.
not cheap.
And water is
Yes.
supposed
Yes,
to be life.
I've said that while this which brings us back to these senators sitting and not sponsoring bills, sitting and not saying things that why we vote these people in is to go there, and because you can't have every Nigerian in the house. So just pick people who can go there and speak for us. So if they go there and they are quiet, they are not saying what to benefit us, then what is their value really? People are hungry. We are saying that the government need to I think to not have having regulatory bodies that will check these things. People are saying dollar has gone down. I remember when immediately the dollar went up, everything in the market skyrocketed, and the traders at the market said their excuse was that, oh, these are new products, I just got them yesterday, I just got these things today at a very high rate and all of that. Now dollar is going down. What is their excuse? Oh, these are old stock. We bought them since, bought them when the dollar was high and all of that. So I think the government really need to check these things. We know that they can afford these things. We know that they have money to buy whatever they want to buy. But what of the common Nigerian, the person, the widow, somebody out there who does not have money, who is not working, or even if he or she is working, who the salary cannot really take care of? Who will speak for those people? So please, if they can come out and do something, if the government can do something about this inflation, it will really go a long way for the poor masses.
Yes, again, the government
Well,
cannot do actually trying. But when it comes to this inflation, I think the market people, most of them are happy about it because they take advantage of this situation and then
which
hike things. And when the prices are down, they still take advantage of it and refuse
which
to
is
bring them
why,
down.
and it's in the hands of the government. And is the government working? Are they checking these things, or they are just there, just looking at what is happening? They need to check.
Actually,
They need to supervise and check what is going on. What is this? What is
Yeah.
that? How can we do? What can we do? Don't sell above this price. This is what they have to do.
it's really helpful.
You know, is that the solution you
Well,
think?
I believe, yeah. Well, I
No, no.
believe Nigeria's economy or the price of things is the only place where the law of gravity does not take place. The only
Yeah,
place
yeah.
where the where the law of gravity does
Check.
not
Doesn't
pertain
even
to
You only
whatever
go up,
goes up,
doesn't come
it
down.
does not come
and,
down.
and I think that it's not just the government to be blamed.
It
Like
is the people.
when the dollar went up, they were like immediately they were so quick to increase their prices because they were like, dollar has gone up. Now the dollar is coming down and still yet they are even increasing the prices and they are saying we don't know dollar fee go up again, stuff like that. So
the
I
funny
think
aspect
we
is
too
that
we are to blame.
That's why I'm
There's
asking.
something that they
What do
said
you
on the
what
show
do you think
before
is
that
the real solution to that? How can you
all
fight somebody?
Nigerians,
How can you fight price of goods? How do you fight it? See, I'm thinking like a government now. Eh? How do you really learn in economics? They taught us one small thing: supply and demand. Right? If the
yes,
supply is much,
yeah,
and the demand is less, the price will fall. It's when the supply is small and the demand is high that the price will go up. Now you will be hearing
yes,
that
Yes.
we have problem, right? We have problem of food. There's shortage of food. For more than some 3 months now, we never heard the government. Or would it be so bad? Let me put it this way: if every state of Nigeria now say we're not going to leave it for private people anymore, our people are hungry. Edo State, we will have our own farm. Delta State, we have their own farm. Abia State have their own farm. I'm not leaving it for private. Oh. We will farm and make sure there is enough food in the land. You know what? The price of food will what? Drop.
it will drop.
Because there will be enough product in the market. Price will
Yes,
definitely
because if
fall.
we even do price regulation, I believe that if there is something like price regulation, how many prices can they regulate? Those
No,
market women that will
the
shake
question
their
is, how do
tomato
you
on the
regulate
way,
price?
how?
Wait
Yes,
first. I went to my farm. I suffered to farm it, and this is what I have. You can't tell me how much to sell it. What I can do to
Yes.
tell you how much to sell it is when I'm selling my own at a particular price. Nobody will buy your own. All the
exactly.
government can do is actually go into aggressive farming, and it will cost us nothing. Instead, it will give us more job.
Yeah.
That's
These
Yes.
true.
all, these all people now, you see how many governors? Some of them driving around with commissioners, stupid people. They don't have a job. They are like the senators you see there now. If they had a job, say every state, we must farm 100 acres of farm alone. I'm just talking now. There's no state that cannot farm 500, 1,000 acres of land. And if we do that, maybe we do poultry here, the other one doing cassava. You know, we're going to sell to one another, right? We must not do the same product. There will be enough
Yes,
food and the price will fall. It will cost government nothing. Instead, it will create jobs. But no, we're going to fight the price. How do you fight price? That's why I don't want to know. Somebody that have his goods can sell at any price he wants. That's my belief. If government want to stop that thing, you increase the supply. By going into the farming,
that's
it will
true.
cost government nothing to farm. Nothing.
That decrease I saw at the instance of noodles. The price went so high that people stopped. The demand became low, and then they didn't have any choice than to bring down the price. I even heard a landlord telling his tenants that dollar is high, so as such, he's going to increase the house rent. Like it was odd to me because a house that you built for years and now because dollar have gone high, you want to increase rent.
Yes,
How?
because he is eating food. He will buy food. Food is expensive. He's
Well,
fueling his
well, he
car.
did not just got the materials that time. And
But he's eating. The food is present, so he
Uh-uh.
can't bring that
Is
landlord.
he not even if he had to cement the house or something fall from the house, won't he spend money? And
Of
where is the
course,
money going to come from?
he
He's
has
going to buy
payments.
things.
Of course.
If you don't pay him well, how is he going to feed? I told them,
That's
I was telling them in our logistics, let's use our logistics for instance. The logistics, they said that, people, riders cannot pay more. The same money they were paying when the price was very low is the same money they pay now, even they are asking to pay less. And I said, the cost of of bike now is higher than before. And you want to settle less. So where am I? I want to stop. Do you understand? So everybody will begin to increase prices. And that is why government
yeah.
must be wise to intentionally go into production. The only solution is to increase supply. When the supply is more than the demand, that one, in fact, if you keep
Then
your
price will
biscuit
be.
you're selling for 1,000 naira and people have one for 500, they will buy from you.
Yes. And then the other ones will beat down the price
Yes.
because
The price will go down. It's automatic.
Yeah.
But you cannot tell the
Yeah.
person, oh, you must sell
If
for
you
so
see
price.
if
It
what
makes
is
no sense.
happening with airpiece,
yes,
you
yes.
know, with the airpiece going to London and all, you can see that.
Exactly. We are going
When,
through that now.
So you
Yes.
know
yeah,
that we can actually beat down prices.
yeah,
Have you seen what is it? Which of the airlines? Egypt crashed their price now because airpiece is in town. You understand? 500 or something. You
Yeah.
go in and out now. Before to come to London, our flight was almost £2,000. Now everybody don't sit up. Thanks to airpiece, but I'll continue to fly airpiece. You know why? Because that is now a decision, to fight those who were killing us. You understand? I will
Yes.
never follow. If
Yeah.
you bring your price to £100, I will not fly you because you are predators. And these people are aware. They can see. They are not stupid. You understand? But how do you do that? Airpeace did the right thing for us. They said, you want to kill our people? This is what the Nigerian government should have done. No, it's not what we're saying. What does it cost the Nigerian government? If Airpeace, a single Igbo man, can bring aircraft to London, Nigerian government don't have money to bring aircraft to London. Make her here. So the guy is richer than Nigeria. Are you guys joking? That is to tell you, those people sitting in the Senate, in fact, one Keyamu now be aviation minister. He's not ashamed. He's not ashamed to see that Nigeria don't have an airline. Having a Nigerian Airways is even good in the image of the country. There's Nigerian Airways flying. It is an image. We have
Yes.
Kenya
Yeah.
Airways, Ethiopian Airways, British Airways, American airline. Where is our own? In those days, the shipping line, we have the Nigerian shipping line. Every country have their shipping line. Nigeria had. They sell all. They go bring these people come, we will go ask them question one day before they will die. They will not all die because if they die, they are free. They need to answer questions before they go. And a time will come, children will ask questions. They will know now. Because the awareness is there
Yeah.
now. Gone are those days where people don't know anything. Only television will
Yes.
read music from a one box. And now, everybody na journalist. Look at the mobile phone. In fact, I did one nightclub one day. I did dance. You understand? I go, that's how I was married. So I was dancing with another person. I see one, my ex, his junior sister. Now I could go meet and say, if waiting happen here, your sister know that you talk. And understand? So you understand? Because now go tell the guy when I did dance, we say there are too many mobile phones in the country. Now they go sit down. So I want to, because there are too many mobile phones in the country now. Anything you do, everything you do, before you know, you did social media. You understand? You don't want that trouble. So I think this social media, I know people hate it. People do fake news. I love it. Control yourself now. You understand? Otherwise, you get the bullets. And this is citizen giving you bullets. You know how they were able to control us in those days? At times when BBC don't talk finish, you don't finish. When CNN don't talk finish, you don't finish. When NTA don't talk, you don't finish. Nobody watch NTA, nobody watch CNN, nobody watch BBC anymore. People rely on the news that is coming every day from their phone.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
You understand? So the world has changed.
Yes.
So that's what I said. I said one day I slept and I was listening to the Bible. I said that thing which God took from the wise and the prudent has been revealed to us. The internet, communication. Now we can communicate. Now we can talk. They cannot hide it anymore from us. The biggest weapon is communication. Have you guys were young when the Iraq war was going on? During the Iraq War, America came up with with the. Have you people play card? This Joker card. You understand? The one you play. You know.
Yes.
You know who
Yes,
they
Yes.
yes,
made.
yes.
You know who they made the Joker. The Joker was the minister for communication because he was the one saying America will do this. They wanted it because if they catch him, they don't catch the country. They want to make sure they silence that fake news the guy was bringing out. So communication is the
Wow.
key.
Yeah.
So we
Like
must
even
understand the power of communication. Yes, Doctor.
like it is even in
Yes.
the Bible when they were building the Tower of Babel, it was communication breakdown that they were not able to further, and then everything. So communication
Abi.
is very important.
Yes, yes, yes.
So it was communication that made the children say, okay, during the
The
when
Bible
God didn't
Yes,
communicate
when
for
they
some
were
time.
building the tower to see
is not
God,
communication.
immediately he caused a different language for them.
Yeah.
It
Everything
fell,
scattered.
everything scattered because they
Yeah.
could no
No,
longer hear one another.
Communicate.
They could no
when
longer
I say they said
communicate.
I am blaspheming, I say now God first introduced divide and rule. That's what the white people use on us. But who first started and God? When God said it, say if we leave these people, they will reach us, they will come to us.
Yes, yes, they will.
That's what God said. It's God though. So when the
Yes,
white people came
yes,
to rule us, they know how to do. They go make you hate me. They say, take this one, now you be boss. During the slave trade, it's our people beating our people. You understand? They will make one the boss. That one is one to whip the other black man. So
Yeah.
there are slave that will be in the house, there are slave that will be outside. The one we call Uncle Tom, the one in the house is close to the master. He's ready to kill everybody for the master.
yes.
He has divided you by just making you a little bit higher than the rest. That's life. So we divide and rule is a very big weapon. Big weapon. And we come to that another day. One thing you guys you didn't point out is this Yoruba people that want to break away. I don't understand. I said this yesterday. Where did they go? The president of the
Really,
country
where
that
are they
Yoruba
going
man.
to?
I don't know.
Where
The
are they
former
going
vice
to?
president na Yoruba man. Today, na president na Yoruba man. Una want break. Break to where?
Just,
I mean, I have
the
nothing against
story is
Yoruba people,
not
but
clear
this is
yet.
annoying. This is really annoying. So, if Hausa said they say they want break away, we would ask them where they want to go. Yeah, Igbo man said they want to go since, we ask them. Because Igbo control the wealth of the Nigerian economy. If Nigeria break, all of us lose. In fact, those of us in the
Yes,
south now we go gain because we still get oil to
yes.
sell. We go gain. Now our money that they chop, we are not complaining, but they want to break away. That's what I don't understand, my daughters. Where are they going? And the president, Nigeria. We don't want to talk so many things. The Tinubu came to power. The day he came to power, their brother, who is like Kanu, was released. They flew him out of the country. Sunday Bo, he's a free man, celebrating with his family. The Igbo man still in prison. We are in the one country. What crime has Kanu committed that one did not commit? They all committed treasonable felony. Today, that Kanu is still in prison. All I know is, for those of us in the south side,
Who started this movement? Who started this movement for Yorubas to break out? It is very well.
it's the same guy.
Came about the movement?
It's the same guy. Boho is a hero. He's your hero. No, actually, they have a Yoruba nation. No, they really want to have their own country called the Duduwa as a country. I said, okay,
Yes, I'm.
you are the president of Nigeria. Lagos is the most developed state in the country. In fact, if Nigeria break today, let me put it this way: Lagos economy is bigger than that of Kenya. Only Lagos state bigger than the economy of a whole country, Kenya. You are still complaining you want to break away. Where are they going? There's no equality in the land.
Anything
They should watch what they do, because the country is watching. If they awake everybody up with this kind of stupid agitation, you will see the south side wanting to go. I know there's a movement in the Midwest, they want to go before. The North, we want to go. You don't know the Northern, they have a strong group, they want to break. So that country, the day Igbo people break, Kanu break, everybody's breaking. In fact, those of us in the South,
Yes.
when they draw the new map
Yes.
of Nigeria, when as they were drawing the map, the Biafra map, they draw all of us to be part of Biafra. Now we say, oh boy, this one will be Biafra. Biafra, Qatar for River Niger. We get our own destiny for South. You understand? There will be war. We not go finish. So they should better stop this stupid agitation. Africa need to be united, not to break Nigeria. Our problem is not because we are in one country. Our problem is because we lack leadership, or maybe we should go for true federalism. Okay. You see the problem, man. Young woman, you may not understand. The people that help us to fight for independence, Dr. Nkrumah of Ghana, his vision was to have the United States of Africa. Not Ghana,
Wow.
not Nigeria. The United States of Africa. The way America have United States of Africa. You know, let me tell you one story. Not even new.
America.
Before now, Europe, the whole of this Europe, their currency was very weak. If you go, the highest was Germany, which had Deutschmark, lower than the American dollars. But then the whole Europe came together to form a union called the European Union. They now use one currency. That currency is called the euro. Euro is bigger than the dollar today. You know why? Power of unity. Strong. You understand?
Yes.
Now they are bigger than
Yes.
America. African money, naira and a piece of paper. If you put all the money in Africa put together, we forfeit strike called Afro. It's supposed to be our currency, Afro. Afro will be higher than the dollar tomorrow. But divided, we fall. Yet somebody in Nigeria, they say he won't break away. Ignorance of the highest order. So we'll discuss that another big day. I'm sure that's not a topic for today. Let's go a little bit with the papers.
Okay. We'll move to the punch.
Since when did I start? We normally start with punch. This one now punish punch today. All right, let's go.
The big story says vandalism worsens grid collapse as gas shortage slashes power supply. TCN discos blame gas shortage, vandalism for frequent collapses, firms beg customers. TCN plans fresh investment in power infrastructure as grid collapses 6 times in 2024. And this is on page 35 of the Punch. By the top left, we have state police. Police law amendment may take 2 years.
You see those people eating our money in the Senate for 2 years, now they want to make the law. Amendment to go on, my daughter.
Naira nears 1,000 naira at $1 in the parallel market. And this is on page 36. Dangote modular refinery to pay naira for crude.
What's going on in Abuja? There's noise.
I don't think it's from here. It's not from Abuja.
Okay, let's go there.
And by the bottom, we have Yoruba Nation. Lecturer defense participation. Police parade 21. Testimony backlash. Dunamis apologizes as Abuja testifier meets Enenche and wife. This is on pages 4 and 5.
That story.
Oromoni. Father kicks as corona blames parents. Doctor for teenager's death. This is on page 5. Nigeria's FDI fell by $19 billion in 10 years. This is coming from Edmond. And we have a picture here of Trump. And
that's the beauty of the day. That's Donald Trump, former president of the United States of America, facing the law in the law court, answering questions. He's a defendant here. He could go to prison, except he has diplomatic immunity if he win election. See, this is the power we have. When there's a country where the rule of law works.
Yeah.
Donald Trump,
Exactly.
yet is the people have spoken. He's still the candidate for the Republican, but it doesn't stop him from facing the law. And that is the thing we are begging. that if we make law, we should obey it. In fact, God
Yes,
expects
nobody
us
should.
to obey law. Yes, nobody should be above
Yeah,
the law.
Nobody
yes,
should be above
nobody should be
the
above the law.
police. Yes.
Nigeria, they say, you don't know, say another person picking. You don't know, say another person
Mm-hmm.
picking, another person sister. I have a case now where one woman they parade herself because his senior brother don't win governor. If you see her, like, it be like, what kind of other person? I say, who is this person? Very empty. Again, I don't get. Sometimes you go to like say they jealous. Me, I get my own problem. I hate empty people. And that is what you see. Now we have a society where if you just become governor, then everybody in your family, they don't become king. That kind of royal family. They don't become
Mm,
royal
Yes.
family because you get money to throw around. Abuse
yeah.
things. But let's look at one important thing here. These are our legislator. They say the state police amendment, it will take 2 years. When I ask them, what are they going to deliberate for 2 years? What is in the law that the Nigerian legislator cannot talk about in 1 month that they will not go do it for 2 years? 2 years, it never come out.
Every time they sit, there's some change. So they need to
Abi?
make it the longer the better, so that they'll have more money.
But they have more money
Longer the
anyway.
better.
They've never been hungry. They always share money anyway. They don't
Yeah.
want to. They just want to frustrate the law. It boils down to, this is the same place where some legislators don't have anything to talk about. Comrade now one of them. May
This,
God
this,
help us.
this among others, are the very many issues we have in Nigeria. Like we could go on and on and on and on, and they finish. From left, right, back, front, we just face these issues. Like you mentioned, what is there that they can't talk about in 1 month? We have so many issues on ground. Is it the hunger? Is it electricity? Is it fuel subsidy? And now state police and all of that. And they just state police, they want to do that in 2 years. And trust me, after 2 years, they will say that they have not concluded.
Of course now.
So
Why
you
would they
can,
Exactly.
come to that?
Yes,
you can
then they will extend
Exactly.
it.
exactly.
This matter no dey end.
And
Maybe
it goes on and on
uh,
and on and on. So I don't
maybe,
really understand these people. If
yes,
they really take, I think Nigeria is a joke to them.
it
All
is.
these politicians, I feel forward, what is it called? These offices are merely an escape for them, escape from poverty. You just go for election. If you win, you and your family don't escape. Once you escape, you leave the others to fight for themselves. In Nigeria, now all man for himself. I don't think anybody cares. They
Now,
just come out and give speeches. You see now, Salah, Easter came, they came out, they gave us speech. Salah came, they gave us speech. The next occasion, we are still expecting speeches. And to the list, it will go on like that. Don't think they are doing anything. Thank God that the naira is stabilizing, is balancing, but it's still high compared to where we are coming from. Naira is high, and things are not getting cheaper. We are saying that the naira is now 1,000 naira, but we are still where we are. Prices of food in the market is still high. So I don't get it.
Yes.
these
Uh,
are the politics. What they do when there is a situation on ground, they will tell you they are on top of the situation. They are always on top of matters. But before you know it, like it takes months from months to years, and before you know it, it's just another practice. So it has been there. They are always on top of matters.
You can imagine that the people in Okoma community, they are still in the bush. That is not on any paper this morning. Mingi
Yeah.
and his suspension forgotten. It's almost
yes.
like Mingi and they have suspended his constituency. There's nobody, so in 3 months, nobody will speak for them, whether they are dying there, nothing. The people in Okoma, whether they go into extinction, nothing. And that is how it is.
They will come out and tell you that they are on top of the matter. That's just it.
We
I
we
like
we about
go on.
too much. Our leaders they focus on what is unnecessary.
Exactly.
What is what
Because
that is not our pressing issue. That is what they focus on. That now the police case now, police laws amendment. Is that what you like that Chris said, what can be done in a month? It's not just to sit down, gather together, how can we make this thing better? What laws can we put in place to make it better? What laws should we take out from this thing? Just to sit down and deliberate on this issue. But now they are saying over 2 years they are doing it. And there are things now that are pressing, they are pressing issues. Issues that should be handled, that the lives of citizens are at stake if they are not handled. But they will leave them and do other things that will give them money. I do not know what we can do, what we can do. I don't know. We have pleaded with the leaders, we have done too much. At this point, I don't know what we can say to them anymore.
Therefore, those are the
Sincerely.
priorities, actually.
We are not begging for things that are supposed these things are supposed to be provided for us
Yeah.
as citizens of the country. I know when we were when I was in secondary school, then they used to teach us rights and privileges. They said privileges are things you enjoy as citizens. They are the things you get. They are the things you are entitled to them. But we are no longer entitled to anything. We are not begging for those things we are supposed to be entitled to. Security, good health care, food security, everything. We are not begging for those things.
Yeah.
It is really sad the country we have become. It is really sad. I remember even since 2 years ago, I think 2022, on October 1st, I walked around the street like where I was, and everywhere I was no longer seeing this green. You know, when it's October 1st, you always see green, white, green stickers on the faces of citizens. We hold flags, everybody's on green, white, green. And that particular year, 2022, it everywhere was I was not seeing green, white, green. It was they were not even selling these stickers. I could count how many people I saw on the way that had those stickers on their face.
Even as at last
And
year.
even last year,
Yeah.
I wept for the country we have become.
Well,
I shed you every October 1st before. You see people wearing green, white, green. The whole nation will be
They are
colorful.
celebrating.
We are celebrating. I wept for I said, what kind of country have we become? Our
I think
October 1st is no longer
yes,
celebrated as before.
they've treated us so much that we have given hope. We've given hope. That's the fear thing.
We have given up
If people
hope.
don't have faith, it's okay. But for people to give up hope is a scary thing.
Yes,
When
when
you
there's no
when you
hope.
hear anybody talking
Yeah.
about leadership in Nigeria, they say don't mind them. We're not expecting anything. That is a situation where we have given up
Yeah.
hope. That is a bad
We have
state.
given
Yeah.
up hope. Yes.
Yeah.
And in fact,
When
I always say faith is okay. Don't have faith, but not to give up your hope. Our hope is gone, and that is why this government should be worried. For them to sit down there
Yeah.
and they now make us believe that we don't have a country called Nigeria. It's a shame.
yes,
Only the few
it's
who are in power own Nigeria. The rest, they can go and die. Tinubu's children are misbehaving, going on holidays. We don't want to go into that. Anyway, it's a very difficult time in our life and in our history. All I can do again is let us pray like they have it in this paper of punch. The Dunami people, they apologize finally. I'm happy they put it in red. Eh? They put
oh
that one
my
in
god.
red. In fact, all we do, that's another part of our life that is really, really hard to talk about. When I talk about it, people want to cut my throat. In fact, in the midst of all this, you know what Nigeria will do? Let us go and pray. God go do am. What did God don't do? He say, make God do am for you. In fact, when they insult God, God has done everything possible for Nigeria. He has given us the best land. He has given us the best children. In fact, if you see our population, our population is so good that you cannot take excuse on it. Our population, we have a youth. Look at the young people I have here. In UK, the population of young people is so low, the old people are more. That's why people are coming here to go and take care of the old.
Yeah.
So we have youthful population. What an asset for any government.
Yes.
So you are not saying you don't have people to work. So I asked a question today. What will it take if every state decide to farm? Nothing. In fact, the people loitering on the street, they will have a job. And we'll have more food to eat. Is that so hard, really? We need to wake up. The hope will not give it up. But let's stop calling God for what we can do. In fact, that is my fear.
Yeah.
We should stop,
Yeah.
leave my God alone. I come on the show here and I say, leave my God alone. And people don't say, I say, no, leave my God. It's not my God you're calling. Call your own God. If it's called your papa God, different. But the real God, leave him alone. Because the real God has done everything possible for us as a people.
Yes.
There's nothing God did not give to us. He gave us these young
Yeah, he
people,
has.
he gave us this talent, he gave us resources.
Yes, he has provided everything.
Everything to
So
make
it's left
wealth.
for us to work
He
with
has
those
given us
things
everything
he
to
has
make wealth.
provided.
That's true because
Everything.
that's why when the Europeans came into our country, the colonies, they came to colonize us. They brought education, they brought Christianity, like a lot of them. But the main reason why they came to us was to exploit us of our natural resources because they saw that we are blessed,
But,
and that was why they came.
Rebecca, it's right to call it exploit. These guys were doing business. They didn't hate us. All they wanted is they want to take something they can sell in their land. That's why they came. They are gone. Did
But
they
today
stop us
was
from
the
taking it
celebration
now?
of
The
faith.
thing is there. What are we doing with it?
And that's why
And
we
this
need
is
to
the same
work
issue.
on. We should know that there
And
is
this is the
something
same thing that
we should work on it because everything we want is just in our country. It's left for us and our leaders to put everything in place. Actually,
Charity was saying something there.
yeah, I think this is the same thing that is happening now. We have a lot of resources, but we, the Nigerians, we are not willing to work with it. So they see it and they come here and they work using our resources, using everything. They work here. I think that we sell our lands to them. They build companies here and they work here, and we get angry and say, oh, they don't employ us. You've given them the land, so it's left for them to now do what they want to do with it. So we have everything, but we are not willing to work.
And I said that, you see, sometimes, again, I'm going to use the word we lack leadership. This is how I say it. All right? Nigerians want to work. But you see, the whole children of Israel would have remained in Egypt had there been no Moses. You
Yeah.
understand? God did not physically come and take them out. It was Moses that encouraged them. Let's go, let's go. Leadership. You see, it said, my people, what God normally do is to send you a leader. Maybe what we should be praying to church every Sunday. God, send us a leader. Send us Moses of our time. Because
Yeah.
I do know that the children would have been there. Look at what is going on today. The white people today, they still come. They will come and take one part of our land. They will do business with it. And then they will go. All right? They will do everything and they will go. Do they stop us now from doing it? No. We need to have leaders who will be conscious of what we have and make it an intentional move to exploit it. White people didn't come to exploit us, they came to do business. Let us do the business now
Yes.
on our own. It's there for us. Our leaders, you see, what all I say to anybody, if you want to be governor of my state, the first question I ask you, how are you going to create wealth? What God has put in Delta State, how are you going to make sure we're able to see it for the good of our youth? That is the most important thing. Not the one that can construct road, pack sand on the road, and he said he has done well, or build one thing that he saw in Europe. God has deposited a lot of things on our land. Our leaders should wake up and make sure they cultivate this land and bring it out. The thing is there. It's a gift, freely given. We need to thank God for that.
Yeah.
Would that not be a good place to end the show? We've been here for.
Yes, it will.
I know you guys have done well. I'm so proud of you guys. I wanted us to do a little bit of sport, but please let us keep that for another day. All right? We've done well so that we can we have more energy to do other stuff. And I really want to thank you, young ladies. You've done well. And these are the kind of things I want to have. You are smart, and this is why I'm angry. If I have a country like this, where you have young people like you, who think like this, smart, great, yeah, we just need somebody to help us. You don't blame yourself. Don't blame the young people. The truth is, we need a Moses who will tell us, no, this is how we do it. Leadership. You know, that was what Moses provided. It was not Moses that did the fight, oh. It was the children of Israel that defended themselves. But
Yes.
Moses was
Yes.
the one that led them out of the darkness.
Led
You understand?
them.
When
Yeah.
somebody carry light, you follow. We need somebody that carry the real light. Tinubu, are you the one? That's what we're asking. The governors today, are you the one? If not, please drop the things and leave. We need somebody who will carry us the light, the real light. And the light we now know that God has deposited a lot of things in our land. So don't give us light of infrastructure. Now that we don't even have electricity, we don't have infrastructure. See, Nigeria, we want to jump the guns. We think we're going to have good roads. No, we're not going to have good roads until we cultivate what we have. By the time we cultivate what we have and we begin to make money, we'll go pay anybody to come construct road for us. Don't start with road. Let a governor that think how to cultivate what God has deposited in our land. The way the Oyibo came and they discovered oil, it was not us. It was the same white people that discovered the oil we are living on now. It was not us. Think about how many that is left on the ground. They discovered one, we've been living on it for 60 years. Think how many things we have in our soil. Thank God this young lady talked about charcoal. You know, in those days, Enugu was known as Coal City. Coal City.
Yes.
You understand? There is a lot in
Yes.
this. It's a beautiful land, I agree with the president. But, sir, it's not just beautiful land. Do you have what it takes to take us from darkness to light? That is the question of the day. That's why we end the show, my young ladies. I am proud of you. Thank you so much for joining me. We're going to do this again tomorrow. All right? Have a beautiful day. Stay out of trouble. And I'm going to say this. You guys are the future. It's a new world of artificial intelligence.
Yes.
We're all going to do our part to do what we can to inspire the government. You see, a time has come now where we know that these people don't know what they're doing. If you like, kill them. Them are too old, they are too tired and too greedy to do the needful. So we are going to find a way to inspire the leaders. Once we don't appoint them, we don't appoint them. Or if we vote for them, vote for them. But let us inspire them to tell them this is where we want to go. The world is about artificial intelligence. We have it we have enough of resources in ourselves. Bring something where we take cultivator so that we can sell to the West and we earn a lot of money. At that time, we can construct roads. There was a time in Nigeria where we have so much money to spend. We're looking for how to spend them. There was a time. Then we were buying ship, that's why Nigeria have airways, Nigeria have shipping line. Today, we cannot afford these things because we are no more cultivating what we have. All we see is what you both have that we're going to get today. No, first you're going to bring what you have, so you sell it so that you can buy what they have. We have something God gave to us. They are natural. Let us talk to our leaders. Let us inspire them to give us those things. That's the place we end the show today. Stay out of trouble, young ladies. Be the good mothers, the daughters, the wives. I have, like I told Favor, we're going to follow that discussion. I'm going to go talk to the farmer and I'll get the husband. Right? Thank you so much for today, right? I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye, sir.
Ooh la la! The second edition of the Nigerian Week London 2024 is here.
It's another blend of arts and culture, entertainment, business and networking activities.
A week-long extravaganza showcasing the best of Nigerian music, dance, craft, fashion, and businesses.
Taking place at the prestigious Lighthouse Theatre, 262-274 Camberwell Road, London, SE5 OAY. Date 22nd to 28 July 2024.
Tickets are available at everbright.com. For partnership and sponsorship, please visit superiorradioandtelevision.com
or call +4407 459 513 619 or +4420 3623 8755.
Email info@superiorradioandtelevision.com or visit our website www.superiorradioandtelevision.com/Nigerian Week 2024.
Are you tired of endless search for the perfect property? Look no further. Let Srtv Real Estate be your trusted partner in the journey to finding your dream home.
We can offer you a dream home in a serene environment and beautiful ambience.